We are going to bring the two fighters head-to-head here once again. Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, April 27th, live on DAZN.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Manchester for part two of a slightly lively press conference ahead of the fight of the year, the British fight of the year, the rematch between Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall. April 27th in Leeds. We have a night that you will not forget. Of course, the controversy of the first fight will be settled in an unbelievable night, live and exclusive zone around the world, part of your subscription on the global home of boxing. We're going to introduce the teams, and the away fighter just today, part of an incredible career, undisputed world champion. Firstly, I want to introduce, on the far right, a member of the Josh Taylor team, lawyer and representative Tom Grant in the house today. The trainer, a young trainer from Liverpool that has had an incredible run in the Rotunda gym, incredible stable. Joe McAnally is here today. And I'd like to introduce as well a man that has had an incredible career, the undisputed 140-pound champion, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Taylor. And to my left, perhaps a round of applause for the first time in his life, and maybe one time only, the manager of Jack Catterall, Sam Jones, is in the place tonight. Part of two great trainers on this table, obviously a man that has represented this city in memorable fights, a fantastic career, and now a fantastic trainer, Jamie Moore, as well in the house. And the man to my left, looking for revenge on April 27th. We're in Manchester, but Chorley's very own, Jack Catterall. Okay, we're going to start to my left. Sam Jones, you kicked it off yesterday. You had your backwards and forwards with Tom Grant. Some say he got the upper hand, but welcome to the press conference ahead of part two of the press tour, and of course a massive night on April 27th.
Firstly, yesterday we were in the great city of Edinburgh. It is a great city, but it's not a fucking patch on Chorley. Yeah. No, look, Tom said... I didn't actually hear what Tom said yesterday. I know, like, he mentioned Ben Shalom for some reason, but him and Ben Shalom have got a bit in common. They've both got the charisma of the weather outside. No, look, it's a fantastic fight. We've got two great trainers on here, two of the best trainers in the country. It's a fantastic, fantastic fight, as I said yesterday. All I want from this fight, I don't want Josh to make any excuses. He demanded the weight at 140. I think that's just a ready-made excuse just there. But it's a fantastic fight. British boxing needs rivalries like this. It's got two great fighters, one former undisputed champion, one guy that should be undisputed champion, but it's going to be a great fight. And as I said yesterday, Jack Catterall is going to whoop Josh Taylor on April 27th.
Tom, welcome. It's a good atmosphere yesterday for you guys. History repeated today as well, but good fun, good rivalry, and again, full of confidence ahead of April 27th.
Yeah, 100%. That's what it's about, you know. These domestic dust-ups is exactly what we've come out for, and all that matters is what happens on April 27th. Now, I didn't catch what you said at the start there, Sam, but all that matters is that Josh Taylor's going to beat Jack Catterall on April 27th, and all these people are going to struggle watching it.
We'll go to the trainers now, two guys that are going to play huge parts. Jamie, for you, first time around, you felt that you deserved the decision in Scotland. You obviously stand by that still, and you believe this time Jack will be victorious in Leeds.
Yeah, I've always been a big believer in Jack. I've said it from the day he came into our gym that he'd be a world champion. And I've just done loads of interviews and basically said the same thing to everyone else. This is such a good fight because it's been created by that narrative. You know, it was a controversial decision in the first fight, and a lot of, you know, the vast majority of people thought Jack won, and then that 2 years in between has created more of a better story, which has made it more, you know, people are more interested in it now than there was when it first should have took place sort of 6 months afterwards.
What's going to be different this time around? You see, obviously, it's going to be almost 2 years since they stepped in the ring together in Scotland. Josh suffered defeat, albeit to Teofimo Lopez. He must win this fight as well. A lot of personal pride for Jack as well. What's the difference in Jack Catterall between that time difference?
Well, you've kept him busy. You know, he's active, which is the main thing, which has not been good for him over the last sort of 5 years. He's now active. He's always in the gym. And, you know, Josh has had that one loss, but I don't buy into the fact that, you know, he's on the slide because he's lost to Teofimo Lopez because he's an unbelievable fighter. So we're going into this fight knowing that we're going to get the best version of Josh Taylor because it's such a grudge match, and we're going to train for it.
And finally, you stand by, you believe he won the fight last time,
Absolutely,
and you believe he wins the fight April 27th?
Yeah, but that's I do, of course I do, but that's irrelevant now. Always what matters is what happens on April 27th.
Well, Jamie, thank you.
The last guy that scored the fight now works in Misfits, Eddie. We know who won the fight.
Joe, welcome. You weren't involved in the first fight, but you're involved in this one. You know the rivalries, you've seen it over the years. You have a tremendous fighter in Josh Taylor. I know you rate Jack Catterall as well. You're confident that your man can do the business in Leeds?
100%, Eddie, you know. Thanks for being here, the undisputed champion of the world. And look, the first fight was a cracker, and I just hope we get the opportunity for Josh to showcase his skills. Jack with his counter-punching, and we have the right official, so there's no clinching and holding, and let the fight flow. And if it's that and we get a good fight, we're in for a good night.
You talk about the clinching and holding. Jack was quite vocal yesterday in saying that he's going for the knockout in this fight. He believes he'll stop Josh Taylor on April 27. Do you buy that? Do you believe in that? You hope that is the tactics that will ensue?
Yeah, look, it's what we're in professional boxing. Small gloves, anyone can be knocked out, but Catterall, he isn't a knockout puncher, and that's a fact. You know, he couldn't get an old shot Linares out of there, and to think he's going to get this man out of there, not a chance. But I just hope he performs. He'll be ready because he's with a fantastic team. Because this man will be ready, and may the best man win. We're really confident.
Whenever a fighter suffers defeat, albeit to a great fighter in Teofimo, people question the future. From everything you see in the gym, the hunger that Josh Taylor has, still the top fighter at 140, and will take care of business against Jack Catterall.
100%, yeah. There was a few things that needed addressing in the camp with Teo. I personally think we shouldn't have went ahead with it, off the injury that he had for the Jack fight. But look, it was one of them fights, Eddie. around here a day, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. He'd be fighting a Devin Haney or, you know, a Davis, a Tank Davis, but we never got the decision, so we're sitting here because of Josh Taylor, not Jack. That's a fact, so look, I'm excited for it, and we're here because of this, man, and I'm excited to go into this one, all guns blazing. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Jamie. Jamie Moore, thank you very much, Joe McAnally. Over to Jack Catterall. Jack? I think we had a great turnout yesterday, another great turnout today. Last time, the fight was a great fight. It didn't have the attention, obviously, that it has now. You ready for the defining moment of your career on April 27th?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to thank everybody that's come out today. Yeah, it's an exciting fight. It gets the juices flowing. It's been talked about, I'm sure. The same for Josh for the last 2 years. Everybody asking when this rematch is, so it's good to finally have the date locked in, and I'm ready to settle it.
Both of you said yesterday that, you know, hate is a strong word, and I don't hate, but there's something about you two that, you know, when you come face to face, it's almost like attack on sight, you know, and I know
you
you're
know
not...
what it is? They've said the England v Scotland narrative, but it's more of me just fighting the prick. He's just not a nice person. That's it. There he is. Honestly, you look like a baghead. You look like a baghead. You look like a scruffy. You finished after this. Right, Josh, you're done after this fight. You finished. You finished. You're finished after this fight. Done.
Jack, people talk about the pressure of this fight. There's big pressure on Josh Taylor as well. People even talking about careers on the line. You want to become a world champion. That's all you want in your career. Defeat is not an option for you against Josh Taylor because the loser is a long way off challenging for the world title.
100%. Listen, I know what lies ahead of me. Much as the press conferences, the ways that April the 27th, I'm preparing for the version of Josh Taylor. So when I beat him, and I beat him convincingly, I can move on with my career.
A lot of people talk about the first fight. You know, they accuse you of boxing negatively in the fight. This time around, you say you're going for the knockout. You believe you'll stop him. I know you dropped him in that first fight, but you truly believe you end this fight inside the distance?
100%. I think he's there to be beat. I think I've got his number. I know I've got his number. And it's only a matter of time before he touches the canvas again.
And before we go to Josh, obviously, you've had great support in Manchester, in Liverpool, April 27. This lot, quick word for them and the support they'll be giving you in a packed-out Leeds arena.
I know Lauren's stressed. Can we get some more tickets for the fight, please? Listen, we've had a great response, and it's expected with a big domestic fight, so very grateful for everybody's support.
Josh, welcome. I know as well, you know, you live for nights like this. This is what every fighter wants to get involved with. You've won undisputed championships, but this is something a little bit different. A massive British rivalry, a huge night, April 27th. You come in here full of confidence ahead of this fight. Again, the same question to you. They can hear us on the stream, don't worry. There's something about you two. Well, I know you're a fiery character as well, but you just seem to want to get your hands on each other ASAP. You know,
You come for me nipples yesterday. You come for the nipples. Weird. Freaky. All right.
Josh, same question to you that I said to Jack. you know, your career, you've achieved everything in the sport. It really is must win on April 27. Coming off, I know, that defeat as well, but Jack wants to go and fight for world titles. He must win as well. You see this as absolute must win for your career. Are you surprised at what he says about thinking that he wins the fight by stoppage?
We've got the same amount of knockouts. You just thick. The same amount of knockouts. 30 knockouts, yeah? Yeah, all right then. Good.
Guys, as we said previously, the final words from the two fighters. Josh, finally from yourself. I know the support's not really here, but it was here in Edinburgh. There in Edinburgh yesterday. You're going to have a huge travelling army yourself coming down to Leeds. The message from people watching on the zone, fans here, and of course your fans back in Edinburgh. What happens? Leeds first direct arena, April 27th.
Taylor and Jack Catterall, one that never got going. Never be able to champion.
Jack, final word with you at home. April 27th, must win. What happens?
Must win. Thank you for the support. 9 weeks' time, we get to put him to bed.
Guys, I want to thank you for coming here today. Don't forget, tomorrow we go on sale with Matchroom Fight Pass, and Friday, general sale. We have never had so many sign-ups, registration for tickets for a fight in the last 3 or 4 years. It is great to have a big British fight back on these shores. I cannot wait for Taylor Catterall live on DAZN April 27th. For the last time, ladies and gentlemen, the former undisputed champion of the world, Josh Taylor. Thank you for coming today. And of course, Chorley's very own Jack Catterall. We're going to pose for head-to-head.
Well, Tony, we did have to wait a little while to get started there. We had to do a bit of filling at the top, but that's part of the job. But that delivered. Did you enjoy that today?
Of course. This is brilliant. This is what builds big fights, domestic grudge matches. This is what we want to see. So I just can't wait for April the 27th, Jay.
Do you miss it, Tony? Do you miss days like this?
Every single day.
Do you? Even moments like this, these press conferences, being the villain, being booed, do you miss it all?
There's always a good guy, there's always a bad guy. So it's always great to watch.
Well, we are going to bring the two fighters head-to-head here once again. Josh Taylor, Jack Catterall, April 27th, live on DAZN. Maybe a quick word with Simon Ali as well. Can we bring Josh in? Billy, can you have a quick word with Josh before he leaves? Josh Taylor here. Josh, thanks for talking to us. Yesterday was a great day.